It's Texas High School Playoff Baseball, the regional final round. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside the one and only Mr. Steve Kidhill. Raiders come off a 2-game sweep of Gregory Portland, ranked number 2 in the state. And what an exciting atmosphere that was in San Antonio last week, but it's getting just as exciting here tonight.
Yeah, you can feel the electricity in the air, and I mean the stands are, what do you think, 85, 90% packed right now, and
right.
And it's more and more people are just coming in, filing in right now. So
they said it's going to be 1,500 seating capacity here, but it looks a lot bigger than that to me.
Yeah,
I don't know if those were maybe some social distancing numbers that they were kind of throwing in there, but at any rate, there's a big turnout here tonight, and we'll probably fill in more as the game goes on.
You're definitely going to hear them all.
It is exciting. A Region 4 final. The winner of this series will move on to Round Rock next week for the state tournament. And the Raiders hoping to pull it out and make their first ever state appearance in the baseball.
You know, if the Raiders play like they did last week against Gregory Portland, they're going to be a tough out. Dripping Springs is also a very good team, but they're not. It's just going to be very tough to beat.
Right,
the Raiders.
Definitely they are. Dripping Springs comes into tonight 29-11 overall. They're 13-3. They finished 13-3 in district out of District 26-5A. They finished second in the district behind New Braunfels Canyon. And you can hear the excitement here. The head coach for the Tigers, Chris Payne, his assistants, Carlos De La Cedra, Aaron Stancic, and Caleb Reynolds. Their last series, they won 2-1 over Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. And Drip also has 2 state tournament appearances, one back in 1984 in the 2A classification, and then in 1977, I believe, in the 4A classification.
97.
Did I say what?
77. Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, 97.
97 in the 4A classification. Raiders come into tonight 28-10 overall with a 9-5 district record out of District 25-5A. They finished the 4th seed. The head coach, Chad Crimping, assisted by Josh Harris, Dan LaPaglia, Jason Bourgeois. Their last series, they was a series sweep, 2-0 over Gregory Portland. And this is their first ever regional final appearance.
Yeah, they've gone 2 rounds deeper into the playoffs than the program has ever gone before. So
the Raiders are the visitors tonight, and we'll introduce the lineup. Number 3 leading off will be number 3, Keegan Solomon. He'll be followed by number 8, Oscar Salazar. Salazar, the designated hitter, hitting for the starting pitcher tonight, Daniel Norris. Number 34, Colin Correjo, will be batting 3rd in right field. Number 17, Colby Diaz, will be at 3rd base batting 4th. Number 23, Lucas Sparshoe, will be at short batting 5th. Number 1, Drew Forsell, will be batting 6th at first base. Number 9, Carter Heinrich, will be behind the plate batting 7th. Number 12, Joe Sparshoe, will be at second base batting 8th. And rounding out the order will be number 6, Jake Alepa, in center field. For the Dripping Springs Tigers, leading off will be number 15, Cameron O'Bannon, in center field. He will be followed by number 3, Luke D'Alessandro, in left field. Number 7, Reese Dunn, will be behind the plate batting 3rd. Number 25, Brandon Arvidsson, will be in right field batting 4th. Number 12, Mitchell Bockelman, will be at first base batting 5th. Number 8, Max Miles, will be the designated hitter. He will be hitting for number 18, Aiden Perry, the shortstop. Number 22, Nico Ruedas, will be the starting pitcher and batting 7th. Number 1, Dylan Wolf, will be at second base batting 8th. And number 2, Tyler Pulse, will be batting 9th at 3rd base. We'll take a moment for the national anthem. We thank you for listening to Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. It's baseball time in Texas as we're ready to get underway here at Concordia University. Dripping Springs is the home team on the night. The defensive battery for the Tigers. On the mound will be number 22, Nico Ruedas. Behind the plate, number 7, Reese Dunn. At first base, number 12, Mitchell Bockelman. At second base, number 1, Dylan Wolf. At third base, number 2, Tyler Pulse. At shortstop, number 18, Aiden Perry. In left field, number 3, Luke DeAlessandro. In center field, number 15, Cameron O'Bannon. And in right field, number 25, Brandon Arvidsson. Leading off for your Raiders will be Keegan Solomon, followed by Oscar Salazar and Colin Correjo. What an exciting atmosphere. It's summertime, no school tomorrow. The game was pushed back to 8 o'clock due to all the rain that we had earlier today.
I thought I saw Noah's Ark float by at one point in time.
My yard is really loving it. I will say that. St. Augustine is recovering well from the freeze that we had back in February. But some of my other trees and bushes did not fare so well.
Yeah.
They seem to be recovering somewhat, but there's a lot of bare limbs on them, for sure.
Hey, so Nico Ruedas is on the mound. He is a commit to Tarleton State. He's a graduate of Dripping Springs now. All these seniors have now graduated.
Right.
And they graduated. Both Rouse and Dripping Springs had graduation last weekend. I think Dripping Springs actually had theirs on Saturday after their doubleheader, and they got to go to graduation in their baseball uniforms. So they hightailed it back from San Antonio and went right to graduation. But so Ruedas has really hit some strides starting the playoffs here.
First pitch offering misses high and outside for ball 1.
He pitched the first game against Corpus Christi veterans and actually went 9 innings, only allowing 2 runs.
Pitch down and away for ball 2. Speaking of Tarleton State, Steve, we do have a Rouse alumnus there. Cody Vanoy.
Cody Vanoy, yep.
Plays for the Tarleton State Cowboys. Solomon takes for strike 1, and that will take the count to 2-1. Night Angel 35 says, let's go Raiders. You got this, Keegan. Number 3. This is cut on and popped up.
Straight up. Major League pop-up right there.
It is playable, and Dylan Wolf in on it and makes the catch, and that will do it for Solomon.
That one went up the elevator chute. Straight up. Almost came down right on the mound.
Danielle Silcock says, let's go Raiders. Gus Garza field looks great, in great shape despite all the rain that we've had. It's a turf field, so Salazar takes for a strike, a fastball at the letters. The 0-1. Changeup in for strike 2. He definitely took a lot off of that one, Steve.
Yeah, he's going to keep the batters off balance for sure.
0-2 the count to Salazar. That pitch misses high for ball 1. Raiders need to continue to do the things that they've been so successful at. Pitch down and away will even the count at 2. And that's to be selective with the pitches and make the pitcher go deep into counts. Fastball cut on and fouled back out of play. And the count remains even at 2. Colin Correjo on deck. He lays off. Said he did not go around. He was able to check his swing for ball 3, and Salazar works the count full.
He put his bat out there, and it was close, but he didn't swing. And the umpire's opinion there.
The payoff pitch outside for ball 4.
Ball 4.
And the Raiders have a runner aboard here in the first. The right fielder, Colin Correjo, will come to the plate. That will put Colby Diaz on deck.
I'd estimate that Ruedas is throwing high 80s, low 90s right now. I'm sure the adrenaline's going, though.
Righty-lefty matchup. The Tigers are in their maroon tops. This is chopped on.
Better hurry.
This could be trouble. There's going to be a lob over the first, and that will get Correjo, but Salazar will move to second. That will go 4-3 on the putout of Correjo.
That was a slow roller that the second baseman fielded with his glove and threw with his glove because it was a bang-bang play at first base.
That was Wolf to Bockelman.
Good solid play there.
And they're also in their white pants with maroon pinstripes. Diaz takes first strike. Wearing a white ball cap with a maroon bill, and Diaz emblazoned in maroon and bordered in gold. Swing and a miss on a high fastball that was inside.
Oops.
0-2. One on with 2 outs here in the top of the first. No score as of yet. Ruedas checks Salazar back at second. He deals high and inside for ball 1.
That almost hit his arm right there. That was very close, hitting his arm.
The 1-2 down and away for ball 2, and that will even the count.
Again, I like what the Raiders are doing here. They're getting deeper and deeper into counts.
2-2. This one's hit out to right. Arvidsson over underneath it and makes the catch, and that will do it for the Raider first. They get no runs on no hits. They leave one. On to the bottom we go. Due up for the Tigers in the first. O'Bannon, D'Alessandro, and Dunn. Your defensive battery for the Raiders tonight. Daniel Norris on the mound. Behind the plate, Carter Heinrich. At first base, Drew Forcell. At second base, Joe Sparshoe. At third base, Colby Diaz. At shortstop, Lucas Sparshoe. And left field, Keegan Solomon. In center field, Jake Alepa. And in right field, Colin Correjo.
So the pitcher, Daniel Norris, the last time he pitched was at Cedar Park. He started that game for the Rouse Raiders. He went 3 innings. He gave up only 1 run to a very powerful Cedar Park team. It was announced during that game that he has accepted a scholarship to Texas Western, a junior college out in Snyder, Texas. So congratulations to Daniel. If you had video, you could see that he's a lefty, and he's a crafty lefty, as I call him. Throws a wicked curveball, and then he comes in with about a mid to low 80s fastball. But he takes a lot off his curveball and changes speed all the time.
Raiders in their black tops, black ball cap, white pants. Norris did not make an appearance in the series versus Gregory Portland.
Didn't have to.
The Raiders swept that series.
Oscar Salazar came in and won game 2, and that was all she wrote for the pitching staff. We only used 2 pitchers that series.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Rouse Raider Playoff Baseball on SHN Sports. I'm Michael Francis alongside Steve Kidhill. If you're new to Rouse Raider Baseball, please hit like and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell to keep up with all things Rouse Raider Baseball and SHN Sports. Cameron O'Bannon will step to the plate from the right side.
Man, he's big. He's a big kid.
Norris pitches exclusively from the stretch. Norris comes set. He deals first pitch offering, swung on and missed.
He took a mighty hack at that one. I mean, swung out of his shoes.
Norris painting the outside corner with the fastball. The 0-1 pitch just misses high for ball 1. That will even the count at 1.
I'm surprised about something with Cameron O'Bannon. He's got a necklace on, a pretty dangling necklace going, and usually they make him put it inside the shirt.
Or take it off.
Or take it off, and that is just hanging.
1-1 pitch is fouled off. He tried to bunt and went foul, and that will take the count to 1-2. Kim Ross got on early, says, "Go Raiders." If you'd like to give your player a shout out or your team a shout out, if you happen to be from Dripping Springs and listening to our broadcasts, we will give your shout out as well. This is about the boys, about the players. Keep everything cordial, and we'll be glad to give your player and team a shout out. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and that will retire O'Bannon.
And that's Daniel Norris's game right there. Just changing speeds, throwing a crooked ball, and he's been doing it all year. Actually undefeated on the year.
Norris comes into tonight 10-0 on the season. Cedar Park referred to Rouse only as having one pitcher.
We showed them we had a 2.
Showed them that we've got 3.
After
last week, for sure.
Oh, that was
breaking
close.
Ball misses high for ball 1.
Yeah, I don't think umpire's got to get used to that breaking ball as well.
The 1-0 pitch, a fastball, gets the inside corner for a strike. I think that more like a been a makeup call.
I think that was a makeup call, or he's painting the corners pretty well. That.
Awesome. Julian Swift listening in from Cedar Park.
Hello.
Let's go, Rouse. Keep the District 25 5A alive.
Hello, Julian Swift.
I tell you what, in that game, he was an outstanding player from third base. He made some outstanding plays in that game.
And I even told his father afterwards, Cedar Park is going to build the program next year around Julian Swift. He's a baller.
1-2 the count. Pitch in the dirt for ball 2. That'll even things up. Rouse getting a lot of support from teams in District 25 5A. We've seen Georgetown here. We've also seen McCallum here.
Yep, McCallum.
Getting support from Leander. Now Cedar Park. The 2-2. This is cut on and fouled back. De Alessandro staying alive. Dunn on deck. 2-2 pitch misses outside for ball 3, and De Alessandro works it full.
Definitely no arguments there. That ball was outside, did not catch the corner.
Norris comes set. The payoff pitch is fouled off. On a letter high fastball.
He's having a quality at bat, that's for sure.
Julian says, means a lot. Let's go get this win. Danielle Silcox, is there a way to get them to fix the camera angle? Oh, that's booted away. And that will be a base hit for De Alessandro. Since it was deep in the hole, most likely he would have been safe even if the ball would have been.
The ball was hit very hard, very sharp, and it got to Lucas Sparshu, the shortstop, pretty quick. It did hit him in the foot, but that was pretty much a base hit there.
Danielle, in reply to your question, that's Texan Live, and we do not have anything to do with their broadcast. First pitch to Dunn, misses high for ball 1. In fact, they're not even close to us. They're on the other side of the park.
I can't believe it, but the sun is poking out just a little bit.
Seeing a little bit of sunlight. Norris comes set. The 1-0 delivery. This is cut on and hit out to center. Jake Alepa tracks it. He's deep underneath it. And
tag it first. Tag it first.
And it looks like that he will pick up the bag. Not sure if he tagged or not.
Yeah, he definitely tagged. He tagged up at first. The ball was hit probably 330 feet out there, and Jake caught it on the back, going on the back pedal. Hard throw into second base to get him.
A sac fly to center for Dunn. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 25, Brandon Arvidsson. Norris comes home, deals high for a ball one.
Slow curveball right there, real slow.
D'Alessandro extends his lead at second. Bockelman on deck. 1-0 delivery, a fastball low for ball two.
Yeah, Carter Heinrich going out to talk to Daniel Norris, calm him down just a little bit.
Matthew Prater, this is just an audio broadcast. NFHS holds the exclusive video rights in the playoffs, and they have awarded those to Texan Live. You can go to Texan Live's website if you would like to pay a $10 fee or $9.95 fee, I believe, to watch their video. Otherwise, it's an audio-only broadcast for us. Pitch misses low for ball three. Three and 0 the count to Arvidsson. One on with two outs here in the bottom of the first. Norris deals a fastball down the middle for strike one. Arvidsson taking all the way.
No doubter. This is the pitch right here.
The 3-1 delivery swung on and missed for strike two. And the count goes full. Both of these teams, no strangers to close ball games.
Oh, no. Yeah, this Dripping Springs last series was 1 run, 2 runs, and 1 run difference.
The payoff pitch, this is fouled off. Brennan Frickle really helping out some on-deck fielding percentage over there, although he is not in the lineup tonight. But he jumped on there really quick to help that on-deck fielding percentage. The payoff pitch, that's cut on and hit up the middle. Sparshoe boots it away, and that's going to have D'Alessandro score.
Yeah, went right through his legs. Darn it.
That'll be a base hit for Brandon Arvidsson.
Now batting our first baseman, number 12, Mitchell Bockelman.
Nobody's going to be any harder on him than he will be on himself.
I feel bad for him. He needs to pick himself up quickly and
so
just move on.
The run will score on the error. Raiders have 2 errors in this inning. Breaking ball misses high for ball one. One on with 2 outs. Arvidsson at first. Norris comes set. Arvidsson over at first. Gets back in time.
That's more of a courtesy throw over there. Just to say, hey, I know you're over there, and get back a little bit.
Raiders no strangers for playing from behind. In the Game 1 series versus Gregory Portland, they jumped to an early 1-0 lead. And the Raiders came back to win that game 5-2.
I think in both games they came out, Gregory Portland came out with 1 run in the first.
1-0 count to Bockelman. Delivery from Norris high for ball 2. George Garcia, let's go Rouse. Rouse plays better from behind. Norris comes set. Checks Arvidsson at first. The 2-0 pitch misses high for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch misses high for ball 4. And Norris issues his first walk of the night. Coach Crimpane is going to make a mound visit. He calls time.
Daniel Norris with 25 pitches in this inning, so it's a lot. That's a lot. It's going to be hard to finish the game when you have 25 pitches and not out of the inning yet. So.
The designated hitter, Max Miles, will come to the plate with 2 aboard and 2 outs.
Got to get an out here. Stop the bleeding at all costs.
Nico Ruedas on deck. First pitch offering a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Nothing like helping yourself out with that first pitch strike.
Yep.
The 0-1 pitch stays high. Another breaking ball that he loses the handle on.
Yeah, that
will even the count at 1.
He's thrown maybe 3 of those tonight already this inning. That's just a breaking ball that just is. He's not finding that release point.
The 1-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. One and 2 the count. Raider faithful getting on their feet to get this third strike. Or at least get the out.
Got to get this out.
The 1-2 pitch, that's outside for ball 2. And that will even things up. Norris steps off and he'll reset. Norris typically does not go this deep into pitch counts in a single inning.
It'll be his 30th pitch here.
The 2-2 pitch fouled off into the glove of Carter Heinrich, and that will do it. Dripping Springs gets 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2. And after 1 complete, it's 1-0 Tigers. On to the second we go. Due up for the Raiders in the second. Lucas Sparshoe, Drew Forsell, and Carter Heinrich. They represent your 5, 6, and 7 hitters.
Yeah, Ruedas is going to be a very hard pitcher to score a lot of runs on, but we can overcome 1 run. I mean, we're not going to. You don't win a whole lot of games 1-0. Although we've seen it already in the playoffs here.
Yeah, well, it happened. It happened to us.
Yeah, it happened to us.
Floresville on a Thursday night. A run that got on base by virtue of an error. That eventually came around to score. On a base hit by their pitcher.
And
his name was Preston. Hold on,
a little, as I call it, a little duck snort over to right field from a right-handed batter. Sawed off. sawed him off and blooped it over the second baseman's head.
Right, and that pitcher was Preston Freeman.
Preston Freeman, yep. So, bats have got to come alive. Raiders know it.
Well, the one thing that I know about Lucas Sparshoe is when he makes a mistake in the field, he usually comes to the plate and makes up for it.
Pretty upset.
Steven Schluter says nothing worse than a slick turf field to make the adjustment and push forward. Relentless. The mantra of the Rouse Raiders, relentless.
It is definitely that. It is definitely a slick field, and a slick turf field right now. So balls are getting there quicker than normal, much quicker than grass.
Sparshoe takes for ball 1. One-0 delivery, that's high for ball 2. And
ooh, he took a lot off of that. That was a breaking ball that did not break enough.
The 2-0, that's high and inside, almost gets him for ball 3. And
that was a little chin music way up top.
Ruedis behind in the count, 3-0.
About neck level on the inside.
And you know what's coming.
Whoa.
They called that a strike.
That was a high strike called, but you know what? That was a fastball, not a. If that was a breaking ball, he should have called that a ball. But fastball high, that's okay, I guess.
The 3-1 pitch. This is popped up, and it's like it's going to go out of play, and it does. And the count goes full.
That made it out of play by about 15 feet. So, Dripping Springs made an effort towards it, but definitely got out of play.
The 3-1 from Ruedis. This is fouled off and back out of play.
Out of play
as well.
again.
Count remains full. Pretty much standing room only now. There's a couple of spots that you can see in the stands.
Few
but not
spots,
very many.
not many.
Payoff pitch. This is again fouled off.
This is important. This is really important. A good at bat so far.
Yeah, that was the 7th pitch of the at bat. Full count with nobody on and nobody out. A swing and a miss.
Got him with a curveball.
Got him with the curveball, that off speed.
Off-speed pitch on the outside corner.
And then he laid
just
off.
A good
that
pitch.
Would have been ball 4.
Yeah, hard to lay off that when you're thinking a 90-mile-an-hour fastball is coming on the outside corner.
Drew Forsell will come to the plate. Pitch in for a strike.
He's working at a very fast pace.
That pitch misses high for ball 1. That
Wow.
will even the count. Carter Heinrich on deck. Pitch down and away for ball 2, and he is working very fast.
Wow.
2-1. That's down and away for ball 3, and Forsell.
He gets the ball and is ready to pitch again. Gets the ball, gets the sign, and here it comes again.
3-1. This is cut on and fouled back out of play, and the count goes full. A stark contrast from Robbie Spencer in game 1
Yeah.
of Gregory Portland, that Spencer worked very slowly. I called it methodical. You said, no, it's just slow.
Just plain slow.
Just plain slow, and
So there's
Ruedis gets it in his hand. He's ready to go.
So there's a little bit of a break in the action because that foul ball did catch it fouled off the catcher, and it fouled off the catcher's throwing hand. So he is He's favoring it a little bit. Umpire
he's-
has given him a little bit of time.
Limping a little bit, too.
Yeah, he's going to take a pitch. They're just making sure that he can grab the ball right off the knee, I think. Ball 4.
Ball 4, and Forcell is aboard. That will bring up Carter Heinrich.
Again, guys, this is all audio. We're not allowed to video it. We don't have the rights to video it. If you're looking for rights to video it, it's Texan Live that it has the video rights, and I believe they have a camera here, but we do not have video rights. So we will be coming to you audio only all night long.
First pitch in for a strike. Nothing in one, the count to to Heinrich. Throw over to first will not be in time as Forcell dives back in. The 0-1 from Wadeis is high. And that will even the count up, 1-1. One on with one out, a 1-1 count to Carter Heinrich. He takes for ball 2.
Ball 2. Carter's just been on a tear. Last weekend, or last week, he was 3 for 3 in the second game, and I don't know what he was in the first, but he definitely had a 3 RBI double.
2-1, this is hit out to left.
That was hit well.
Alessandro is under it and makes the catch.
Hit really, really well. Probably 320 feet out there. Just got under it just a little too much.
And with that, 325 down the lines, 370 down the power alleys, 400 to straightaway center. One on with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Tigers leading 1-0. Joe Sparshu at the plate. He will swing this one and hit it foul. A long strike 1.
Long strike 1. That's right fielder went over the fence on that for his efforts, but to no avail.
Ruedis toes in on the rubber. The 0-1, this is hit foul.
Boy, he works so quickly, I'm not sure he pauses. Got to come to a complete stop on the mound, otherwise that is a balk.
Jake Alepa on deck. The 0-2 pitch, that's high. For a ball, and Forcell will get caught stealing. And a throw down from Dunn.
Yeah, he was trying to do a delayed steal and just didn't work out for him.
That will go 2-6 on the putout of Forcell. And that will do it for the Raiders in the second. No runs on no hits. No one left on. On to the bottom we go. Dripping Springs 1, Rouse nothing. Well, Stephen, we're estimating that his fastball ranges in the mid to upper 90s, or mid to upper 80s.
I would say it's upper 80s, if not touching 90 every once in a while. He's got some adrenaline going, definitely. Everybody out there has adrenaline going, so I'm guessing 89 is where he's kind of cruising at. 88, 89 is what he's cruising at right now.
So, and then his changeup has a dramatic fall off from that. I'd say he's probably pitching mid 60s on that one.
60, high 60s if not right at 70. But it's dramatic, to say the least.
For the Tigers, their pitcher, number 22, Nico Ruelas.
The pitcher, Nico Ruedas, number 22, is stepping in up to the plate. Daniel Norris gets set, gets the sign. Just throws a fastball outside corner for strike one. Ooh.
This pitch is cut on and hit foul. Nothing and 2 the count to Ruedas. Wolf on deck. The 0-2 pitch. That's high and outside for ball one.
Tried to sneak a fastball on the outside corner, just couldn't locate it right there.
The 1-2, this is hit out to center.
Curveball.
That drops in for a base hit.
He just stuck his bat out for the curveball and went ahead and lined it into center field. I didn't get a number of that
Number
courtesy.
5, Luke Hudson, will be the courtesy runner for Ruedas. And that will bring up the second baseman, Dylan Wolf. 1 on with no outs here in the bottom. Tyler Poles on deck. Norris comes set, takes a look over at first. Wolf bunts it foul for strike one.
It was a curveball. It's hard to bunt a curveball because you're trying to, it's not, nothing of Daniels is going to go straight at all. So he made it very difficult and batter put it foul.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch for Norris. He bunts it foul again.
Yep, another curveball right there too. I don't think they're going to bunt again because another foul would be a strikeout. Count as a strikeout. But, it's high school baseball, and you never know what these coaches are going to do.
Right. Well, every run's a premium at this point, so you got to think that you don't want to give away an out quite like that. But I have seen it done.
I've seen it done, and I've seen it done successfully many times.
The 0-2 pitch from Norris. It's outside for ball one. One and two the count. Throw over to first, not in time. So just remind everyone, this is an audio-only broadcast. The picture that you see is just a static picture of the field that I took prior to game start. And you can see where we're actually playing. Swing and a miss for strike three. And that will bring up the number 9 hitter, number 2, Tyler Poles, the third baseman. Cameron O'Bannon on deck. That is the third strikeout of the night for Daniel Norris. This
straight
is
up.
Popped up.
Oh, and you know what? Keegan Solomon does not see it. He does not see it at all.
Did not see it. Lost it in the lights. A throw to third.
Dropped by Colby Diaz.
Time. It's dropped by Colby Diaz.
Man. That's just an unfortunate break. Did not lose. Keegan Solomon never saw it until the ball hit the ground. That was a can of corn out there in left field. But just he never saw it off the bat.
And that will be a double.
Yeah, that's typically that ball's caught, and the runner on first has to stay at first. I mean, that was hit right, probably hit 10 feet from where Keegan Solomon was playing in left field, but he just never saw it, couldn't track it at all. So
back to the top of the order we go. Cameron O'Bannon will stand in. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first at bat. He takes for strike one.
So Rouse Raiders are playing back at every place but first base right now. So if a ball is hit to first baseman, I believe Drew Forcell will come home with it. If not, then they are conceding a run.
The 0-1 just misses outside, down and away. And that will even the count up at 1.
A good batter will look at the infield and see what he has, and then do accordingly. So maybe a ground ball to second baseman or something like that. That's all he has to do.
Breaking ball misses low for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch from Norris swung on and missed. A fastball down the middle. And that will even things up at 2.
Another monstrous hack swing by Cameron O'Bannon right there. Wow. I think he was trying to hit that to Austin.
Norris comes set. Pitch swung on and missed, and O'Bannon strikes out for the second time.
Big strikeout right there.
A huge strikeout, and that will bring up Luke D'Alessandro.
Cameron O'Bannon did not. He got his money's worth on those swings. Wow.
D'Alessandro is 1 for 1. He had a single and eventually came around to score. The only run so far.
Wow, good pitch.
Breaking ball in for a strike. And that's another one of those pitches right there, Steve, that it's just not your pitch.
It's just not your pitch. That was a pitcher's pitch right there all the way.
from the stretch. He's going to appeal to first. And said, no, he held up, but
wow.
That will even the count up at 1.
Good pitch there. Fastball on the outside corner. Didn't get the call, but the batter offered at it just a bit, but didn't offer at it enough to get the swing.
1-1 the count. Norris checks the runner at second. Breaking ball misses low for ball 2. Norris making an adjustment. 2-1 the count to D'Alessandro. The pitch. Fastball misses the outside corner.
Just missed outside corner. Man, that was tight. That was a tight call.
Heinrich gives the sign. The 3-1 pitch, a fastball that's cut on and hit foul. Full count. Norris with the payoff pitch. That is cut on and hit foul as D'Alessandro had it in on the hands, right on the barrel of the bat, on the thin part of the barrel.
Yeah, we've officially hit standing room only here as they've lined up down the right field line and left field line a bit. So.
Again, the payoff pitch. This is cut on, hit foul back to the net.
They are.
D'Alessandro turning this into a quality at bat and driving Norris's pitch count up.
Yeah, Norris, I believe he's at the next pitch he throws will be 52. And he's only through 1 2/3 innings.
The payoff pitch again, foul back.
What a battle right here between the two. This is high quality stuff here.
Again, the Rouse faithful making a lot of noise. The payoff pitch.
Lost him.
Misses outside for ball 4, breaking ball. And that will load him for Reese Dunn.
Number 7, Reese Dunn.
A play at any bag.
Gotta come right at him.
Dunn with a sacrifice fly to center his first time up. He takes for ball 1. Bases loaded with Tigers. The 1-0, a fastball. It's hit up to short. Sparshoe has it. Throw to first in time, and that will do it.
Long throw by Sparshoe. Wow.
Raiders able to get out of a bases loaded jam.
Huge throw by Sparshoe there.
And Tigers get no runs on 2 hits. They leave 3. And after 2 complete, it's 1-0. Dripping Springs.
Took every inch of Drew Forsell's body and glove to catch that ball. Great play on both sides of the play.
6-3, on the put out of Dunn. And I tell you what, that was
monster.
That was huge right there.
Yep.
Due up for the Raiders in the third. Sparshu, Alepa, and Solomon.
Ooh-wee.
It is a full house.
It's just fun to watch. Just two great schools, and the crowd is just wonderful to just kind of soak in. Everybody's here making noise for their team, and so far, everybody's being pretty good sports about it. They're playing nice with each other, Michael.
Right.
If I were the Rouse Raiders right here, I would try to get Ruedis off his torrid pace. I would try to step out. I would try to just kind of get him out of his rhythm just a little bit. Not just let him control the game, but the batter controls the game a little bit more. And right now, he's kind of a Gatling gun. Gets the ball and wants to throw again.
The second baseman, number 12, Joseph Sparshu.
In the Game 1 series versus Corpus Christi Veterans, Dripping Springs won that game on a walk-off, bases-loaded wild pitch by a reliever. Sparshu takes for strike one, a breaking ball in for a strike.
Yeah, that slow curve right there.
Ruedis from the windup, the 0-1 pitch. That's down and away for ball one. That will even things up.
It's interesting. He started Joe Sparshu off last inning with a couple of fastballs, and Joe tried to jump all over it.
Pitch in for a strike.
Then he started Joe off with two curveballs this time around.
The 1-2 pitch, that's high for ball two.
Over his head.
That will even things up.
Foul ball. Foul ball. Catcher almost caught that, but it was just foul ball right here. Up top for ball three. Fastball missed.
The payoff pitch. This is cut on and hit out to right. This will drop in for a base hit.
Boy. So
Great effort.
that right fielder dove for it, and on the full dive, he short hopped the ball. If that ball gets anywhere away from him, that ball might go for an inside the park home run. Nonetheless, he did make a short hop play on it and almost came up with a catch, too. Great effort.
Little shoddy with a leadoff single here in the third. That will bring up the center fielder, Jake Alepa. The back pick, not in time as Sparshu dives back in. Dunn with a great throw down to first.
I didn't see what happened on the pitch. Was it a ball or a strike?
I believe it was a ball. Ruedis from the stretch. Lepa lays down a bunt, and Ruedis loses the handle on it. That gets away from Bockelman.
That's a great punt right there. With his speed, Jake Aleppo went ahead and beat the ball to the bag. So he's on first, and we've got Joe Sparshoe on second.
Aleppo will reach on the error. That will be an E1.
Ruedas kind of picked it up and dropped it and picked it up and tried to throw it real quick, and the catch was not made at first either. So
runners at first and second for Keegan Solomon.
This is an obvious bunt situation here. 2 on, nobody out. You bunt it at the third baseman. Make sure the third baseman can field the ball well in front of the bag, maybe 10, 15 feet in front of the bag. And therefore, Joe Sparshoe could run in behind the third baseman.
Pitch down and away for a ball.
Obviously, it's an obvious bunt situation. So the first baseman is charging, and what they're trying to do is keep the third baseman there at third base.
1-0, and Solomon bunts it foul, and that will even the count up at 1. One and one the count to Solomon. Solomon lays the bunt down the first base side.
Oh my gosh!
He loses the ball.
All right.
He tried to fly the tag.
Yeah, tried to fly the tag, and the ball squirted out of the glove of the first baseman. So now Keegan Solomon is safe at first and loads the bases, no outs.
Bases loaded with Raiders. That will be an E3.
The ball was bunted right down the line. I mean, it was going to stop on the line. So the first baseman came up and picked up the ball and tried to apply a sweep tag on Keegan Solomon, and Keegan Solomon just ran right through it, and the ball came out. So bases loaded, no outs.
Nothing in 1, the count to Salazar. Pitch in there for a strike, a curveball with that off-speed pitch. Nothing in 2, the count to Solomon. Fouled off, and Salazar will stay alive. Bases loaded with no outs here in the top of the third. Ruedas from the stretch. Ball gets by to the backstop, and that will score Joe Sparshoe with a tying run, and the Raiders have tied this thing up. A wild pitch from Nico Ruedas allows the tying run to score. The runners advance. The Raiders have runners at second and third. Salazar hits this one out to right. This could be trouble. It falls there, and that will score 2. Solomon Rouse third and will score. Oscar Salazar with a 2 RBI at bat, and the Raiders have taken the lead 3-1.
That ball was just tattooed down the right field line, and it was probably fair by 3 feet, went all the way to the fence, and was easily able to score both runners from second and third. Oscar Salazar now sits at second base.
Salazar with a 2 RBI double. Colin Correjo comes to the plate. Raiders have scored 3 with no outs. Correjo shows bunt, lays off, and takes for ball 2. Correjo takes for ball 3, a pitch high and outside, and Dunn is going to take a trip to the mound to talk to Ruedas.
Yeah, Ruedas looks like he might. I don't think he's rattled. I don't think he can get rattled because, you know, he's an all-star pitcher, but he's not. He's definitely not liking what's going on this inning.
And again, Correjo shows bunt. The 3-0 he takes for ball 4.
Yeah.
And Ruedas gives up his first free pass of the night.
I think he's a little upset. Attempted bunt by Colby Diaz goes foul for strike 1.
Diaz is 0 for 1. He flew out to right his first time up. Pitch misses low for ball 1. That will even things up. Runners at first and second with no outs here in the top of the third.
This is also a bunt situation. Now, 2 on, first and second, nobody out. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're trying to get the runners over with Colby to take their chances with Lucas Sparshu.
Breaking ball.
That was a
rough
rough
that
pitch.
Off-speed pitch.
That was a rough pitch and a good pitch. That was just a rough pitch to have.
The 1-2. Salazar down to third. In time, he's safe. He steals the base.
All right. So this is what happened. He stole the base. He was okay with it, but the wet turf took him beyond the base, and then the third baseman went to go tag him again, but Oscar was able to get his hand in to the base. So it's a stolen base for Oscar.
Runners on the corners.
Colin Correjo did not advance on that stolen base. I believe Oscar may have gone on his own right there.
2-2 the count to Diaz. Diaz calls time and steps out.
So this is what Diaz wants to do. He's looking at the infield and he says, "Okay, I need to hit a fly ball to the outfield."
Ruedas deals outside for ball 3, and the count goes full.
The infield, shortstop and second baseman are playing at double play depth. They're trying to turn a double play on Colby. And the infield, they're in at the corners. So they're going to try to come home and cut down the run on the corners.
The payoff pitch, a breaking ball in for strike 3.
Yep.
And Diaz caught looking for out number 1.
Yep, that was a no-doubter.
That will bring up big shotty, number 23, Lucas Sparshu. Paul Millard says Steve Kidhill sounds great. Go AK-47 and Rouse.
Thanks, Paul. Good to hear from you.
Reese Dunn gives the first and third signs. And Nico Ruedas toes in on the rubber. First pitch offering to Sparshu misses low for a ball. 1-0 the count to Sparshoe. He's 0 for 1. He struck out earlier, back in the second.
Same defense by the Dripping Spring Tigers right now. They're trying to turn a double play.
1-0, and Sparshoe lays a bunt down foul. And
wow, trying to do a squeeze, a safety squeeze of some sort. Right there, try to get the run in. That ball goes fair, it's going to be a really tough play at home plate.
Ruedas walks back to the mound. His tempo has slowed down somewhat.
It sure has, yep. I think he's frustrated by a little bit.
The 1-1. Just the outside corner on a pitch that was extremely low, and Coach Crimpine is not happy.
Hey, coach has every right to be, and my dislike for umpires continues.
That's one of them.
Yep. There we go.
Drew Forcell on deck.
That just is a bad call.
And
you know what?
Fouled off,
and it hit the umpire, and now Raiders are doing a Bronx cheer on him.
Dunn heads out to the mound.
Dunn is going out to the mound to give the umpire just a little break. It caught a good piece of the umpire right there. Home plate umpire is tough, though.
1-2 the count. 9 Angel 35. Woohoo! Let's go Raiders. That's my number 3, Keegan. Aunt Debbie loves you, dude.
All right. Got to put something in play.
1-2 the count. That's outside for ball 2. That will even things up.
You know, this is the third inning, and Ruedas has now thrown 72 pitches. A lot of them in this inning.
Two and 2. The count to Sparshoe. 2-2 pitch from Ruedas.
That's a
This is
great
hit out to deep left.
That's fine. That's going to be
high and lifted up.
That's a run scored.
De Alessandro makes the catch, and the sacrifice will score the run as Salazar will cross the plate.
Exactly what he wanted to do with it. It's a fine job by Lucas Sparshoe.
That will bring up Drew Forcell. Forcell
oh, look at all the bubbles over there.
All right.
Wow.
Forcell with a walk his first time up. And later caught stealing. Pitch down and away for ball 1.
You know, Ruedas was just cruising in the first and second innings, and now we see that Dripping Springs has some people going out to the bullpen to get warmed up.
Ruedas deals low for ball 2.
I don't know. He doesn't look right.
And their coach is going to call time. I'm not sure he's going to talk to Dunn or talk to the umpire.
It wouldn't surprise me if he wants to go check on him, because he just doesn't.
I don't know if he's
He
looking
looked like he was hanging his arm a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. This does not count as a trip to the mound. He's just going out there to check on the health of his pitcher. So this does not count as a one of the 3 mound visits or anything like that. Are you feeling okay is what he's asking his pitcher, Ruedas, right now. I tell you, he didn't look right coming out after the Oscar Salazar double.
And in that case, the umpire makes the visit with the coach to check on the health.
That's exactly what happened.
So that there's
Yep.
That it's not a private mound visit.
It's not
a coach.
Not a private mound visit, and completely within the rules of all levels of baseball right there.
The 2-0 pitch, that's outside for ball 3.
You tell me if he's hanging his arm a little bit. That just looked like he's letting it dangle a little bit. You know, it's a long season, and if he's pitched anywhere near as much as I think he's pitched, being an ace for Dripping Springs.
Ball 4. And Forcell with back-to-back walks. Runners at first and second.
You can wear down at some point during the season.
For Carter Heinrich.
I think the coach wants to take him out, but they need more time to warm up. Umpire doesn't like something in the Rouse dugout at all. He's probably giving them a dugout warning of
don't talk directly to the pitcher.
No talking, yep. Too much talking, something like that.
Joe Sparshoe on deck. Pitch down and away for ball 1.
This is painful to watch, actually.
Carter, the 9th batter of the inning for the Raiders.
Pitchers, when you don't feel well and your arm hurts, don't try to push it. Don't get off the mound. Somehow, some way.
Misses high for ball 2.
That's 6 balls. Yeah, he's saying he's going out. He just went up to his. Yep. And so this is what's going to happen. The head coach, actually, you know what the head coach should do? See, this is the trainer coming out right now, and he's like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. He's upset, and I'm sorry that has happened to him. I hope he's okay.
I hope so. You can tell he's dejected and upset.
That was 6 balls in a row, though, that he threw, and that's not normal for Ruedas at all.
And we get a number here, and number 10 is...
I can give you a light.
Samuel
Good luck.
Agajanian comes on in relief.
I think you got that right. Agajanian. Very good. I'm glad that you're saying those and not me. Michael Francis, that's why we call you the pro.
I don't know about that. I'm surrounded by good people. Kyrie Evanson, go Sammy Walsh, watching, listening from Mexico. Sure Texan says, love the live stream. You guys are doing great. Thank you so much for your compliments. Steve and I both are very humbled by them. Agahanian, okay.
We were close. I like your pronunciation better.
Agajanian?
Agahanian,
that's what... and I got to believe him because he actually went to the teams and actually asked for pronunciations. So there we go.
He will actually come and inherit Carter Heinrich's at bat
with a 2-0 count.
With a 2-0 count. But it was apparent that Ruedas needed to come out. And
you hate to see that.
I think that was an injury, and I just hope that young man is okay. Continue his baseball career, whether it be wherever, and just keep throwing.
2 on with 2 out for Agahanian. Comes on in relief in the 3rd. Ruedas goes 2 2/3. Pitch misses down and away for ball 3. 3-0 the count. 3-0 pitch in for a strike down the middle.
So Agahanian does not throw like Ruedas. He
definitely doesn't, and obviously doesn't have his speed.
He's a 80s guy, probably a low 80s guy.
3-1 the count to Heinrich. He takes for strike 2 on a letter high fastball. And that will
And, you know, that's a
bring
good
the count
take.
full.
That's a good take by Carter right there. It was up and away, and that just wasn't his pitch. And being at 3-1, he didn't have to swing at it.
The payoff pitch, a breaking ball inside for ball 4, and that'll load him again.
You know, 10th batter, Joe Sparshoe went ahead and started this inning off, and
He did with a single out to right.
he really, you know, could break the game wide open with any kind of base hit here.
Little shot he takes for strike. The 0-1, that's down and away for ball 1, and that will even things up. One pitch that is cut on and fouled back out of play, and the count will go 1-2.
The ball was fouled off into the swamp out there. It's been raining too much today.
The 1-2 pitch from Agahanian misses outside for ball 2.
Joe wanted to swing at that, and it took a big step towards it and laid off. Somehow, some way, he laid off. Definitely a ball, but curveball in the dirt outside.
Deuce is wild for Sparshoe. He cuts on this one foul and out of play. Like Norris, I believe, made a trip to the bullpen just to get warm.
It's been a long, long inning.
Deuce is wild. Bases loaded. The 2-2 pitch, fastball down the middle.
Got him.
And catches Sparshoe looking. The Raiders get 4 runs on 2 hits. They leave them loaded. And after 2.5, it's 4-1 Rouse.
Real important here for Daniel Norris to come out and throw up a 0 on the scoreboard. Keep them from counter punching back. It's a long. By the way, I mean, he was. How long was that inning? Maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that.
Oh,
so
that half inning?
He hasn't thrown for a long time.
I think it was more like a half hour.
That was a half hour, half inning, yeah. So real important for him to find the strike zone real quick. You know, it's funny. That inning was so long, I think there's a rush on the concession stand and bathrooms.
Right.
Look at all the people going.
For sure. Daniel Norris back out to pitch the third. Due up for the Tigers in the third. Arvidsson, Bockelman, and Perry, or Miles rather. Miles, the designated hitter, hitting for Perry.
Where are they in the lineup? What?
They're 4, 5, and 6 hitters.
4, 5, and 6, yeah. This is going to be a difficult inning. He needs to the less pitches, the better. Get a pitch count for you.
Brandon Arvidsson will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Norris deals. Tying outside for ball 1. And again, he had a long rest.
That was Norris's 56th pitch of the game. 56 pitches in an inning, that'd be terrible.
That'd be terrible. Swing and a miss from Arvidsson for strike one. Amy Williams says, keep it up, Rouse. The Williams family is cheering you on from Pensacola, Florida. Thank you for tuning in, Amy, and listening to Rouse Raider baseball and supporting Rouse Raiders.
I know that family has been to many, many games throughout the season. Big supporters of Rouse Raider baseball.
1-1 pitch, a fastball. This is hit out to shallow right field. Sparshoe has it. The throw to first will not be in time.
Can't fault the effort there, but, I mean, he's 20 feet in the right field. He wasn't going to get him.
Arvidsson with a leadoff single to right. And that will bring up Mitchell Bockelman. Bockelman drew a walk his first time up. Norris comes set. Checks Arvidsson at first. He deals a strike to Bockelman. Bockelman, his first time up with a 4-pitch walk. Norris with a throw over to first, just more to keep Arvidsson kind of anchored to first than it was to attempt to pick him off.
Arvidsson is dancing over there a little bit and trying to distract Norris a little bit, so Norris decided to throw over, kind of a courtesy throw.
The 0-1 pitch outside for ball one. That will even things up. George Garcia checking in from San Jose, California. Let's go,
right.
Colby. Coast to coast international Rouse fans. There we go. Mexico, Florida, and California.
Oh, and we have
in Michigan.
We have Michigan,
Pennsylvania,
and South Carolina, and they're all over the place. I think we had some in Chicago and Philadelphia too. So this is a lot of Raider fans out there.
1-1 the count. Norris will step off and reset.
He's
1-1 pitch. Fastball misses low for ball two. Norris picks up the sign from Heinrich. Arvidsson extends his lead at first. Throw over to first will not be in time. Arvidsson back in, standing up.
It really is. I tell you what, it's important here. Keep the runner close, but still concentrate on the batter here.
Again, a throw over to first will not be in time. And getting a lot of chatter going from the Dripping Springs fans.
Interesting. I think Daniel just flashed a smile and understands exactly what he's doing. He's got a plan.
The 2-1 pitch gets the outside corner for strike two. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball. This is hit out to right. Correjo underneath it. He'll make the catch. And that will retire Bockelman.
Real big out right there. Got to get an out. Now a double play gets you out of the inning. Sparshoe brothers have turned many of those this season.
The designated hitter, Max Miles, will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Arvidsson extends his lead at first. Norris looks over. He comes home. A fastball that's cut on and hit foul for strike one. Algahanian on deck. Tell you what, that is a mouthful.
It sure is.
Norris picks up the sign from Heinrich. Takes a look over at first. He'll make the throw over. It will not be in time. Again, it's not as though he's really trying to pick him off as much as he's trying to keep him anchored to the bag.
I've got strike one, by the way. The
That's what I
scoreboard
have.
doesn't have that. Okay.
I have,
The foul ball, right?
I have one strike. This is cut on, and this will fall in for a base hit.
Base hit between the first and second baseman right there. Colin Correo got it in pretty quick. Keep the runner at second base.
Agajani, now he calls him Johnny, Agajanian. Like,
well,
okay, maybe he doesn't know. All right.
Maybe
it's Agajanian. Who knows? It goes to Agajanian, so all right. Or maybe he just made a mistake. Who knows?
Who knows?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Agajanian is standing in from the right side. Bases, runners at first and second. Norris deals a fastball that's cut on and hit foul. And again, Norris has got to be getting up in his count as well.
Yeah. I'll get to a count for you. I've got 66 pitches so far thrown. So.
One strike count to Agajanian. Harvison extending his lead at second. Agajanian takes for ball one. That will even things up.
Definitely we're going to get into the bullpens. Obviously, we've already gotten into the bullpen of Dripping Springs, but we will. If this stays this way, Rouse will need to find a bullpen reliever.
1-1. This is cut on. It's popped up and playable in foul territory. And Correjo over and makes the catch.
I'm telling you what, he ran 100 feet for that ball.
He was on his horse.
I thought that ball was not going to be caught. That was easily not caught, and he just outran that ball. Good for him. Great play. Caught it about 5 feet from the fence in foul territory down the right field line.
That will bring up Dylan Wolf. Wolf is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 2 on with 2 outs. Wolf takes for strike one. Norris comes set. He deals the 0-1 pitch, misses down and away for ball one, and that will even things up. Still a lot of baseball left in this game.
We're not even halfway through.
1-1 pitch. Misses low and outside for ball two.
Hour and a half into the game, and we're not halfway through. This is long third inning, that's for sure.
The 2-1 pitch. That's a letter high fastball, and that will even the count at 2-2.
One pitch away. Come on.
2-2 pitch from Norris. Curveball swung on and missed.
He just
For strike 3.
Yep. Off speed, man. He just had him all right out in front. Great pitch right there.
Tigers get no runs on 2 hits. They leave 2 stranded. After 3 complete, it's Raiders 4, the Tigers 1. On to the 4th we go. Due up for the Raiders, the 9-1 and 2 hitters, Alepa, Solomon, and Salazar.
Tell you what, the Rouse fans are starting to rock here. A lot of fun. They're having a lot of fun in the stands.
Big crowd here tonight.
If you have the opportunity, we're unable to make it out here tonight. Boy, I highly encourage you to get out here tomorrow. It is $10 per ticket. The price of admission has gone up as the playoffs get a little deeper and deeper, and the regional finals.
Well, it's the venue.
And the venue.
More like it. It's Concordia University, Tornado Baseball Field, Tornado Field.
Tornado Alley. That's what I would call it.
According to the scoreboard.
Tornado Field, yeah. I would call it Tornado Alley,
Again,
actually.
we'd like to remind you all that unless we have another weather-delayed start, tomorrow night's game will start at 7 o'clock, and if necessary Saturday, a 3rd game would start at 2 o'clock by schedule. Raiders hope they can take care of business.
Winner of this series goes to play at the Dell Diamond for what is essentially called I believe it's called the state qualifier, but it is the state playoffs, state baseball playoffs, and it would be the state semifinals.
Alepa takes for ball 1. Samuel Agajanian back on the mound. 1-0 pitch. That's down and away for ball 2.
That's exactly what Jake needs to do, is make Agajanian throw strikes. Even if he has to take 2 strikes, he's got to throw strikes. Nope.
Fastball inside.
Another
for
one.
Ball 3.
I think the take sign is on right here, and we can get
the 3-0 pitch. That's high for ball 4, and Alepa will draw the walk.
4-pitch walk. Leadoff batter on with nobody out.
That will bring up Keegan Solomon.
This very well could be a bunt or a steal. But something's going to happen. He's going to play it aggressive. Coach Krempine will play this aggressive, for sure.
Solomon reached on the error by the first baseman when he tried to apply the tag, and the ball came sailing out of his glove. Solomon takes for ball 1.
Of course, that's 5 balls in a row, so I would throw up a take sign to Keegan and say, he's thrown 5 balls in a row coming out of the dugout.
1-0 pitch. That's high for ball 2, and
that's
Alepa dives back in safely on the back pick from Dunn.
That's 6 balls in a row now, so.
2-0 the count. Agajanian picks up the sign from Dunn.
Yeah.
Pitch high for ball 3.
So this is the international take sign. Throw up a take sign. Don't have Jake Alepa run. Nothing. Just let the pitcher throw a pitch here and see what happens.
The 3-0. That's down the middle for a strike, and you knew he had to take.
He had the take, no doubt.
Go get 'em, Rouse Raiders. So says Tammy Hod. I guess it's Hoddy.
Hoddy.
Thank you for tuning in and supporting your Rouse Raiders. 3-1 the count to Solomon. Agajanian from the stretch. Misses outside for ball 4.
Yep. And here comes the coach to talk to Agajanian.
So he's asking for the ball.
More action. Oh, yeah.
And that's going to bring out number 23.
We need a light. Wyatt
Leshper.
Wyatt Leshper. So again, you have 2 on, nobody out. This is typically a time when you try to bunt down the third base line and move that runner, both of those runners over to second and third, and go ahead and sacrifice an out for it.
Leshper comes on in relief of Agajanian. Agajanian goes 1/3 of an inning. Gives up no runs and no hits, 2 walks. Charlie Rouse in the house. Coach Mann, I've seen several alumni here tonight. Mr. and Mrs. Martinez, their son Robert Martinez graduated back in 2013.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I think I've seen Devin Hooper. Played with your son, right?
Jared Southard.
Jared Southard is here. Great to see everybody back.
Oscar Salazar will dig in from the right side. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a double. He shows bunt, lays off for ball 1.
It's hard to bunt him because he's just been so incredibly hot and, but on the other side of things, it is the right play.
He shows bunt.
He brings it back.
1-0, he takes for ball 2. And Leshper struggling to find the strike zone.
I hear
Caleb Diaz is also here.
It's great.
I spoke with him before the game, so definitely want to mention him.
Ooh.
Leshper gets the outside corner on a pitch that was somewhat suspect.
I don't know that he stopped there at all. He kind of keeps moving. I don't.
2 balls and 1 strike to Oscar Salazar.
He stopped
Alepa
there.
extends his lead at second. Pitch down and away. Throw not in time as Alepa's back in safely, but it was a close throw by Reese Dunn.
Well, it was interesting because the shortstop kneeled right in front of the bag, and Jake Alepa had to go back to the bag on that. So got 3-1.
3-1 the count. Leshper comes set. He deals outside for ball 4, and that will load him.
As I've said many times, when we are having trouble hitting the strike zone, there is no defense for walks.
There is no defense for walks.
That is what you're seeing right now with 3 walks. Dripping Springs infield has been pulled in to cut down the run at home.
A swing and a miss from Correjo for strike 1.
Correjo needs to get this out of the infield. He needs to lift a long fly ball to anywhere in the outfield and get a run home.
Correjo 0 for 1. He grounded to second and walked. Pitch outside for ball 1. That will even things up. And George Garcia reminds us that Caleb's in the stands, and we did mention that.
Yeah. I thought you were reading the chat when you said that.
No. I talked with him before the game.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The 1-1, that's inside for ball 2. Two and 1, the count to Correjo. Bases loaded with Raiders. Raiders could take a strong grip of this game if they can get some runs aboard. Ball 3 on a pitch at the waist inside.
Yeah, he's going to have to come and come right at him here. You know what's coming. It's a fastball. Colin should be looking dead red right down the middle. Look for some action here.
The 3-1 from Leshper, low for ball 4, and that'll walk in a run.
That's the 4th walk of the inning.
Raiders have a lot to cheer about. And Colby Diaz will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He flew out to right and was caught looking back in the third.
Same defense for the Dripping Spring Tigers. They're going to be trying to cut down the run at home.
First pitch offering in for a strike. One run has scored. The Raiders extend their lead 5-1 over Dripping Springs. Keegan Solomon 90 feet away. Leshper deals down and away for ball 1.
I'm surprised he came with a breaking ball right there. He's having some trouble hitting the strike zone, and he came with a breaking ball.
Pitch down and away for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
His hat comes off just about every pitch. He's just...
And it's not that he throws that hard. It's his fastball maybe tops 80. 2-1 outside for ball 3.
Really having trouble finding the strike zone. You can tell the Dripping Spring Tigers are coached very well. The shortstop and second baseman are backing up every throw back to the pitcher.
The 3-1 pitch down and away for ball 4, and that will walk in another run. Coach Payne has seen enough. He is going to
I think he's going to
make another pitching change.
He's going to be asking for the ball. Just can't.
And that will do it for Leshper. Leshper does not get an out, and that will bring up number 19.
You need a light. Hold on.
Billy Burnett. Billy Burnett. Leshper faces 2 batters and walks them both to walk in 2 runs.
Interesting. Jack Knight is out there talking to Coach Krempine. And he's going to pinch run for Colby Diaz right now.
It's good to see Jack Knight come in.
Great kid. Sophomore. He's a sophomore, but he has early in the season he really contributed to the Rouse Raiders, pitching many games, and pinch running in crucial situations. Just a great kid. He caught the injury bug a little bit this season, but has come back. So good to see him back.
Coming up on an hour and 45 minutes into this game, and we're just into the top of the fourth.
Long game. Started late, too. Don't they know we have to work tomorrow?
Right.
Man.
Interesting mechanics watching Burnett. I'm assuming it's got to be Burnett. I don't think it would be Burnett. Or else it had to go with that colloquialism.
Burnett?
Burn it, darn it, learn it. If you're from Burnett, Texas, it's not Burnett. They'll tell you it's burn it, darn it, learn it.
Burn it, darn it, learn it.
Lucas Barshoe will
that's
stand
so
in. He takes for ball one. And there's just not a whole lot you can do. As a coach, you get frustrated when your pitchers can't throw strikes.
5 walks. I mean, it's 5 walks here. So, or 6, is it 6 walks?
I got 5 walks.
5 walks this inning.
This is tattooed down the left field line foul. And I mean, he crushed that ball.
Yeah.
If that had been fair, that would have gone to the fence.
Easy. Yep, easily. Yeah, he's got an interesting windup. He comes wide open.
Interesting. This is popped up.
I don't know if that's far enough.
Ball. And they're going to hold up. That will not be a sacrifice for Sparshoe. That'll be a fly ball out to O'Bannon in center.
Yeah, O'Bannon showed off his arm right there. He threw a one-hopper to the catcher right on the money. He's just a baller.
Right.
Definitely wasn't hit far enough, but O'Bannon showed off his arm there.
Porcel 0 for 0 with back-to-back walks. He takes for ball one. Deb Netton says, way to go Raiders, cheering from Storm Lake, Iowa. Porcel takes for ball two. Greg Moore, go Rouse, so proud of the program's continued growth. Mr. Francis, y'all sound great. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Moore. We appreciate it. The 2-0 misses high for ball three. Burnett picks up the sign from Dunn. He comes set. He deals. Fastball.
Well,
I don't know that you call that fast.
It's 3-0 with the bases loaded. You're going to take there for a strike. That's
right.
That's just good baseball strategy right there.
But that fastball was not that fast. The
No,
3-1 pitch is
kind of a
high for
change
ball
up.
four, and that'll walk in another run.
Yeah.
As Porcel draws the hat trick and walks.
I think we're going to start running out of bubbles. Every time the Raiders score, bubbles go out, are blown in the stands, and they're blowing a lot of bubbles tonight.
That will bring up Carter Heinrich. Heinrich is flown out to left and walked. He takes for ball one. And unfortunately, this is
painful to. It's a little painful to watch just because I know I've been on the other side of it, where our pitchers haven't been able to find any strikes.
Right. You go back to the bi-district series versus Canyon.
Yeah.
And in the second game, and Blake Gonzalez was the starter. He could not throw strikes. We gave up 11 walks in that game and lost it 13-0. 1-0. This is fouled off for a strike.
It's just it's just a tough situation for the for Dripping Springs right now. I mean, they are using a lot of pitchers.
1-1 is high for ball 2, and this is the thing about it. To address Amy's question is about will they have any pitchers. When you're in the playoffs and you have a multiple game series, you have to leave your starters for each game. You can't use them in relief unless you're looking at where you've won a game and you're in that second game and you're trying to close out the series. Then you might pull the starter from game 3 to try to close it out.
Even that is risky, though, because if your starter blows up for any reason whatsoever, then you're left with nothing for game 3, right?
Right.
So, it's
the 2-2 pitch.
Oh, struck him out.
Gets the outside corner on a pitch that was somewhat debatable.
It's a curveball, outside corner-ish, and it just umpire ring him up.
Little Shotty will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. He takes for ball 1. Burnett comes set. The 1-0 pitch down the middle for a strike.
It looked to me like there was a take sign on right there, even forcing Dripping Springs to throw strikes.
Burnett deals the 1-1. This is fouled back for strike 2. And Sparshoe down in the count 1-2. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Billy Burnett on the mound. The 1-2 pitch, that's cut on and hit down to third. Pulse has it and will step on the bag and get the force, and that will do it for the Raider fourth. Fielder's choice from Joe Sparshoe. And Knight will be out on a 5U for out number 3. But the Raiders get 3 runs on no hits. They leave 2. And on to the bottom we go. The Raiders leading this one 7-1 over the Dripping Springs Tigers.
So we do have a little bit of a situation coming up because Daniel Norris has thrown, he's thrown 3 innings, right? And I believe he's in the 70, I'll get a complete count for you, but I think it's 73 pitches. So he doesn't have that many pitches left for 4 more innings. They will be dipping into the bullpen, and we'll see what Coach Krempine comes up with as far as who takes the mound and what the situation is when they do take the mound.
Yeah, they've got some that they can go to. They've got Mason Bowers. Blake Gonzalez is available. You got Logan Smith, James Hunt.
Yep. Just whoever comes in has got to throw strikes, otherwise it's going to look a lot like that last inning. And when you're up 7-1, you really gotta make them hit and make them. And
I'm not sure, is Landon Miller a pitcher?
I don't know that I haven't seen Landon Miller pitch. Again, we are audio only. This is
Dayton. Just to address your question, when you're in the playoffs, the UIL holds the exclusive video rights, and as long as NFHS does not claim those rights, because they have exclusive first take on that, then we can apply for rights to broadcast. But when they claim those rights, NFH did for this broadcast and the previous broadcast, then Texan Live is who they sub that out to. So if you would like to watch, you can watch it on Texan Live. Go to TexanLive.com, and you can look up the Dripping Springs Rouse game, and you can pay to watch that. $9.95, I believe, is the fee for that. That pitch swung on and fouled back. That is Tyler Pulse leading things off.
Don't worry about it.
Pitch misses for ball one, and that will even things up. One and one, the count to Pulse. Pulse with a double.
There we go.
His first time up. Pitch in for a strike. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, he's the one that hit the double into the lights, I think.
Out to left,
and it should, it got lost in the lights.
The 1-2 pitch from Norris. This is line to Sparshoe at second. For out number one, and that will bring up the top of the order, number 15, Cameron O'Bannon. O'Bannon is 0 for 2 with strikeouts. Luke D'Alessandro on deck.
First pitch outside for a ball one.
There 1-0. Fastball gets the outside corner for strike one, and that will even things up. Nobody on with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Rouse leading this one 7-1. Center fielder Cameron O'Bannon at the plate.
He is just a stud out there.
1-1 pitch. This is popped up, and it's like it's going to go out of play. Heinrich
Boom.
Definitely gave up on it, and we heard it hit the awning here. 1-2 the count. Again, we'd like to thank our hosts here at Concordia University for hosting us.
It's a nice, very nice facility here.
Sits up on a hill, so you got a great view out beyond the center field fence. The 1-2 pitch for Norris. This is fouled off. Norris looking to get the hat trick of strikeouts on O'Bannon.
Tell you what, that is something, because he's the leadoff hitter and he is the stud of the team, honestly.
1-2 pitch. This is popped up and playable. Forsell tracks it, makes the catch, and that will do it. F3 on the putout of O'Bannon. 2 away for Luke D'Alessandro. Nobody on. He is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Later came around to score on the error by Sparshoe. First pitch misses high for a ball. Next offering in for a strike, a fastball right down the middle, and that will even things up.
That looked like a high strike called. Fastball, though.
Reese Dunn on deck.
There we go.
1-2 the count. Scoreboard has it as an 0-2 count, but it is a 1-2 count.
I've got 1-2, yeah.
Norris comes set. The 1-2 pitch.
Oh, he tried to duck into it.
Interesting that the umpire didn't ring him up.
You see that?
And that will even the count up at 2.
He tried to duck into it and maybe even get hit by the pitch or whatever, but ball missed him, and the ball also missed the strike zone.
The 2-2 pitch, that's cut on and hit foul.
You know, Dripping Springs is all they're trying to do is get base runners right now. Being behind by 6, that's the name of their game. Base runner, base runner, base runner, any way possible.
Norris with the 1-2 pitch gets him on the strikeout. The Tigers go in order in the 4th. No runs on no hits. They leave nobody on, and on to the 5th we go. Raiders leading this one 7-1.
You know, Michael, my son is a pitcher, and one of his favorite players is Trevor Bauer. And Trevor Bauer does that sword thing and everything. Well, that was a sword right there. He struck out. Right, struck out the kid, and it's just a check swing that went a little too far.
Due up for the Raiders in the 5th. Alepa, Solomon, and Salazar. That'll be your 9-1 and 2 hitter. That's exactly how we started the 4th inning.
Yep.
When the Raiders had a walkathon.
Yeah, really.
Dripping Springs gives up 6 walks in that inning.
Just that one inning. Ouch. Yeah, the Raiders have scored 7 runs on 2 hits. So there's a reason.
And they have given up 11 walks in this game.
Yeah, that's really hard to win a baseball game, giving up 11 walks. Honestly, the game might need to be or should be a little bit more for the Rouse Raiders. It's not when you give up 11 free passes.
Yeah, you would expect the score to be higher.
And the scoreboard shows 2 errors, so there's another 2 runners there. That's rough. That's very difficult to win this level of baseball.
Alepa will get things started here in the 5th. And we're just over 2 hours into this game. And we still have 2 full innings to play.
3. 5th, 6th, 7th.
Oh, yep. That is right. So we're in the 5th. So Burnett deals high. I said Burnett. Listen to me.
Texas.
Yep, there
all
we go.
day. Texas.
Burnett deals high for ball 1. 1-0 gets the bottom corner for strike 1.
If you listeners haven't figured this out, Michael Francis, you were born and raised in Texas, I bet, huh?
I was. This is lined down to first. Bockelman has it and will step on the bag. That will go 3U on the put out of Alepa.
Now batting for the Raiders, the left fielder, number 3, Keegan Solomon.
Keegan Solomon will come to the plate. Solomon has popped up to second and he's reached on an error. This is hit deep to left center. O'Bannon underneath it will make the catch, and that will do it. F8 on the flyout.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 8, Oscar Salazar.
Oscar Salazar will come to the plate.
The super freshman.
Salazar with a double and 2 walks. Burnett gets the outside pitch for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-0. It's on the inside corner for a strike. One pitch, that's inside for ball 2. Nobody on with 2 outs here in the 5th. The 2-1 pitch lays off for ball 3.
Yeah, good hold up. There was a curveball on the outside corner that went low, and he was just able to hold his swing.
3-1 the count. Pitch, this is cut on and hit foul out of play, and that will work the count full.
Wind is starting to blow again, just ever so barely. It's starting to blow, and it's coming in directly from left center field towards home plate.
Burnett from the windup. The payoff pitch high and inside for ball 4. When Salazar draws his 3rd walk of the night. Colin Correjo will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1, grounding out the second, and with 2 walks.
Oh,
2 out lays a bunt down to third base. It'll pull Bockelman off the bag, and they will reach safely.
Man.
That will be an infield hit.
That's just unexpected with 2 outs. It's just so unexpected for Colin Correjo to lay a bunt down there.
Colby Diaz will come to the plate.
He must have seen the third baseman playing a little too deep, and just real smart baseball right there.
Diaz has flown out to right. He has been caught looking and drew a walk. He'll take for ball 1.
Two outs. This is when we do our
best
damage.
work. All right.
Yep.
2 on with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Diaz will take for ball 2.
You know, Burnett, is that where we're calling him? Burnett?
Yeah, it is.
Burnett is so slow to the plate. I'm really surprised we haven't tried to swipe a bag. I mean,
Jeff Tatum says, way to go, Daniel.
Okay, ball hit him.
Hit him.
Yep.
To load the bases. It'll be interesting. Well, he's not going to pull him out again. He pinch ran for him with Jack Knight.
Well,
back in the 4th.
If you pull him out in this situation, he will
be out.
He's
for
out.
The rest of the game.
Yep. He can hit the showers if he pulls him out. So Colby will run it first.
Sparshoe. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Sparshoe.
That's Sparshoe. Yep, I'm right.
Big
he
shotty
takes for ball 1. Big shotty.
I mean,
this is
hit
out to left. This will score Salazar. Correjo rounds third. The throw home will go to the backstop, and Diaz will advance to third, and Sparshoe will advance to second on the throw. A 2 RBI single for Lucas Sparshoe.
Yeah, base hit right between third base and shortstop. Pure base hit there. Both the shortstop and the third baseman made a dive at it, but it was just right through the hole.
Raiders lead this one 9-1. The umpire talking with Billy Burnett.
I don't know why. I don't know if he's saying, hey,
Come to a fist bump, so I'm not sure.
Come to a better stop or something like that, but, you know, he's trying to.
Runners at second and third for Drew Forcell. Forcell is 0 for 0 with a hat trick and walks.
Wow, 3 walks. Yeah. That's the story of the night. Just walk after walk. No.
Wild pitch will go to the backstop, and Diaz will stay at third.
Diaz did not have a very good angle on the ball on the pitch. Otherwise, he would have scored easily right there.
Burnett can't make up his mind whether he wants to go from the windup or the stretch. He decides on the stretch. The 1-0, that's down and away for ball 2. Burnett deals high for ball 3. Carter Heinrich on deck.
Yeah.
Forcell takes for ball or for strike 1.
Had to take there. It was 3-0.
Yeah, he's struggling to find the strike zone again.
Just have to take, and you have to force. You have to force it like this. Might take here too.
3-1. Yep. That's high for ball 4, and that'll load them.
Now the other story is we do still have a 10 after 5 rule in the playoffs.
Yes,
so
we do.
That's 10. If you're winning by 10 runs and you've played 5 innings, home team has batted 5 times.
Then the game you can score right here, we'll get to 11.
Then the game is over. So
well, no, they have to get their half in.
Yeah, we would have to get our half in.
And hold them scoreless.
So, but that would help Rouse out a lot because then it doesn't eat into Daniel Norris's pitch count. We won't maybe have to go to the bullpen.
Pitch in for a strike, and that will even the count at 1. One and 1 the count. Pitch from Burnett. This is cut on and fouled back out of play for strike 1, or strike 2.
Carter Heinrich should be looking to drive something here with 2 strikes.
Base is loaded.
Go right up the middle or something like that.
1-2 count, 2 outs. And he is going to protect.
Should be looking to drive it here.
The 1-2, that's high. And that will even the count. The 2-2 pitch from Burnett.
Now
this is just popped up and playable, but unfortunately Dunn couldn't make the catch.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great effort by Dunn. He comes sprinting back to the towards the backstop, almost right behind home plate, makes a dive, and the ball is coming, doing that banana ball spin sort of thing, and he just was not able to corral it.
And plus, there's a light stand that's above us, and they're having to look into that, which really makes it tough. The 2-2 pitch, that's high for ball 3, and that will work the count full.
On that pitch that Carter Heinrich fouled off, he was clearly just trying to get to the next pitch. and successfully defending, battling the pitch off.
Dunn gives the sign. The payoff pitch misses for ball 4, and that will walk him, and that's going to be it for Burnett. There's going to be a defensive change.
I didn't catch a number.
Ruedas is coming back in.
Where is he going?
And somewhere in the infield, not exactly sure yet.
Wow.
Number 19. No. Who is that? 18?
I got 18. Let's say 18. Aiden Perry.
Aiden Perry moving from short, so we can make I'm not going to make any assumptions. Aiden Perry comes on in relief of Billy Burnett.
Aiden Perry.
I would assume that Ruedas is probably going to short.
Yeah, it's Aiden. That is Aiden Perry. Wow.
Tigers have given up 13 walks.
I sure hope Ruedas is okay and okay enough to go out there and play shortstop. He's not just gutting it out. I hope he's all right. So hard to watch somebody play hurt, especially if it's an arm issue.
Little Shotty makes his way to the plate. He has singled, struck out looking, and is hitting the fielder's choice. And this is the third inning that the Raiders have batted the lineup. First pitch in for a strike.
It does not surprise me that he took that pitch because Drippings had such a
pitch goes to the
time.
backstop, and Sparshoe will hold off as it bounced back to Dunn rather quickly.
So Sparshoe held up, but Drew Forcell was 3/4 of the way towards third base and had to scamper back to second quickly.
1-1 pitch. This is cut on and hit up the middle. Wolf has it. The throw to Bockelman will be in time, and that will do it for the Raiders. 4-3 on the put out of Sparshoe. Let the Raiders score 3 on 2 hits, and they leave 3.
They left 3.
And on to the bottom we go. Your Raiders leading this one 10-1. Daniel Norris back on to pitch the bottom.
So those of you curious, he's at 85 pitches, which allows him 25 more pitches in this game.
Due up for the Tigers in the 5th, Dunn, Arvidsson, and Bockelman. Crowd's starting to thin out somewhat. I'm not sure if everybody's gone to the bathroom or what have you. But,
I think these innings are so long that,
Dripping Springs looks like some of their fans have gone home. But looks like it's possibly the same for the Raider fans as well, but maybe not as many.
Well, it's 10:20 on I call it a school night. It's not a school night. We're in summer, right? But it is a work night.
It is a work night for parents, for sure.
Number 7, Reese Dunn.
Dunn is 0 for 1. He has a sac fly to center, and he's grounded to short. First pitch from Norris, in for a strike. I've noticed that the umpire's strike zone has lowered somewhat.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's definitely not letters to knees. It's more.
This is
belt.
cut on and hit foul down the left field side for strike 2.
Below the belt to maybe halfway to the ankle on the shin bone.
The 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Norris doesn't quite like the feel of that ball, so he's going to ask for a new one. But then again, that goes back into the umpire's pouch, and
yeah,
well, get back out there. It's not like the major leagues where
psychological
they'll
thing.
throw that ball out of play.
It's a psychological thing.
All right. The 0-2, that's down and away for a ball.
I've got it at 2-2.
I got it 2-2.
Yeah, I've got it 2-2.
I looked at the scoreboard out there.
Yep.
Can't rely on the scoreboard.
I think the scoreboard is incorrect.
2-2 the count to Reese Dunn. This is hit foul and
here comes
back
the
out
bang.
of play. Right on top of us.
Boy, that would have hurt.
I got a feeling that if this awning went over us, I would have been hit in the head. Just saying. Just saying.
I'd have protected you.
I appreciate that, Steve.
Yeah.
Great to know that I've got somebody watching out for me. The 2-2 pitch, that is cut on and hit down the third base side. Diaz has it to throw to first in time, and that will do it. 5-3 on the putout of Dunn. Brandon Arvidsson, he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Jaden Davis says, let's go Raiders. Steven Schluter says, great job, Norris and Coach, with over 400 wins. That would be Coach Grimpine. See y'all tomorrow night. Thanks again, commentators. Well, again, thank you for the compliment. We greatly appreciate you listening to Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. Pitch in the dirt for a ball.
Turf.
2-0 the count.
It was in the turf, Michael.
Thank you. Again, we go back to semantics.
Oh.
Right? In the dirt, in the turf. Okay. I made that mistake earlier in the season. And pitch misses high for ball 3.
It was in the brown stuff that looks like dirt.
It looks like dirt.
It's turf. Everything's turf on this field, including the pitching mound. Everything is turf.
But the field is somewhat reminiscent to the stadium we were playing at last week.
Sure was.
3-0.
Sure is. Yep.
Gets the outside corner for a strike. Nobody on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Raiders leading it 10-1.
Zachary Miller, come on up to the booth when you get here tomorrow and say hello to me, please.
This is hit out to left center. That'll drop in for a base hit. And Arvidsson, with the hot bat for the Tigers tonight, goes 3 for 3 so far with 3 base hits. One on with one out for Mitchell Bockelman. Bockelman with a walk and a fly out to right. First pitch from Norris misses high for a ball.
So Norris needs to not worry. And you know what? This is what Coach Krempine might be coming out to just talk to him and say, hey, you know, they can't hit a 9-run homer here. So just go out and pitch. We're not going to worry about the runner at first base. He takes second base. He takes second base. It's okay. They're not going to beat us by one, taking one bag here. It's not the situation isn't that close.
Looks like we do have Mason Bowers getting loose.
Are there 2? There are 2 over there.
See a lefty getting loose right now.
There's definitely a lefty in the bullpen.
And Kithill is out there as well.
Really?
But I don't see him throwing. I think he's just there.
Okay. I definitely see a lefty throwing. I see
32.
32 is Mason Bowers. I don't know if that I can't tell who the righty is. There's
1-0 the count to Bockelman.
Action in the bullpen right now. And that just has everything to do with Daniel Norris being at, I've got 99 pitches now. Is that right? Yeah.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, that was Daniel Norris's 100th pitch of the night.
The 1-1, that's inside for ball 2.
I'm sure Coach Krempine is just saying, hey, give me one more out. Give me maybe 1, maybe 2 outs with these last pitches of yours.
The 2-1, that's fouled off for strike 2.
Empty the gas tank.
Two and two, the count to Bockelman. 1 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. This is popped up foul and goes out of play.
Into the stands. It didn't.
And somebody's got a souvenir.
Hey! Nancy Templeton with the souvenir.
Now you look for a little kid to give it to you, right?
Fantastic.
Well, I know most games they want you to give the ball back, but once you get to the state tournament, they don't.
Yeah,
they don't ask for the balls back. They get to be souvenirs. Pitch misses outside for ball 3, and Bockelman works the count full. The payoff pitch coming up.
Oh, for a double play.
This is cut on and hit foul. And Bockelman stays alive. Looks like James Hunt possibly getting loose. Payoff pitch. This is cut on, hit foul, and
Bockelman's going to ensure that Daniel Norris goes only one batter after him, maybe not even to the next batter.
Maybe not.
105. He's at 105. Excuse me, 106.
Again, the payoff pitch misses low for ball 4.
Very likely this will be Daniel Norris's last batter.
Number 8, Max Miles.
Max Miles with a strikeout and a single. It was kind of a bloop single into no man's land.
Yeah. And again, strikes. Gotta throw strikes here. Even though it's the end of your night, you gotta throw strikes.
Miles takes for ball 1.
Really, the way Dripping Springs could even get back into this game is by just all walks. Walks and timely hitting. But
Arvidsson extends his lead. Pitch in for a strike. And that will even the count up at 1.
Sure, coach had the take sign on for the batter.
The 1-1 misses high for ball 2.
You just got to put it in there. You got to put it in there, and if he hits it, he hits it. If he doesn't, then you've got to strike. But you've got to put it in there and just make him swing.
Ruedas on deck.
There it is.
Pitch in for a strike, and that will even it up at 2.
That pitch 111, so we will have a pitching change unless there's a double play.
It'd be nice to get and get him through 5 at least. The 2-2 pitch, that's cut on and hit up the middle, the short. There's one. The throw to first will not be in time, and so they will get the force at second on Bockelman. That will go 6-4 on the put out of Bockelman as Miles hits into the fielder's choice.
Tremendous outing by Daniel Norris. 5 hits, 1 run so far. The book's not quite closed on him yet, but we've got the entire Rouse team coming out to congratulate him on a great outing. And, great performance here in the regional finals.
Mason Bowers comes on in relief of Daniel Norris.
Mason Bowers is another lefty that throws everything crooked and has a live fastball, wicked curveball, and has committed to Mid-Michigan. He will be going there in the fall time frame. Wish him well. I told his parents, I said, Michigan, you got to get a new wardrobe.
Right.
You got to buy a new wardrobe. You're going to be cold up in Michigan. But they were mentioning to me that that college, what they do is for February, March time frame, the baseball team goes on the road. And that's very typical of northern teams. They just go on the road and they have a 30-day road trip in there somewhere. Do classes online and just enjoy the warm weather in Florida and the South, Alabama.
Daniel Norris goes 4 2/3. Gives up 5 hits, 1 run, although the 2 that are on base are his property. Runners on the corners. If Big Bowers can get us out of the inning right here, then that will close the book on Norris.
It will. Yep. It will. Responsible for the runners on first and third. And we'll see if he can just get one out. One out here in the fifth.
Nico Ruedas will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He singled back in the second.
He was removed. I hope he got therapy of some sort, but now he's back. I think he was injured.
First pitch offering from Bowers misses for ball 1.
Name of the game here is strikes. Mason needs to throw strikes.
1-0. That's cut on and
fine.
hit out to left. Keegan Solomon in on it, makes the catch, and that will do it.
Wow. He had trouble with that ball. But the field umpire said he was out. So.
And that will do it. The Tigers get no runs on one hit.
Okay.
They leave 2. Daniel Norris, the book is closed on Norris.
Book
He
is
goes
closed.
4 2/3. He gives up 5 hits and 1 run. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts, and he gives up 3 walks.
That's fantastic. Fantastic.
Fantastic outing.
Just great outing. And you know what? He even when there was a base hit, we're going to call it a base hit, to left field. It was a double. He had 2 runners on, nobody out, and he gets out of that inning.
Right.
And I mean, it's just so important to get out of those innings. It does look, I will tell you, it does look like the Dripping Springs. They got an hour drive home, but they are starting to thin out quite a bit on their side. Rouse faithful are staying here, of course, but they're looking for a
it's not as long
joyous,
for us to drive. It's
happy,
more like a 20-minute drive.
an outcome that is a little bit more to our advantage, shall we say.
Aiden Perry back out to pitch the 6 for the Tigers. Will again face the 9, 1, and 2 batters for the 3rd consecutive inning.
We're 2 hours and 37 minutes into this game, and we have 2 innings left, 2 full innings.
And it's interesting in a game like this where, we have this many runs. If the Raiders can take care of business and at least give one more run and keep them from scoring in the 7th or in the 6th, then that would rule the game, and we would have to play the 7th inning.
Right.
Not sure the 2-1 the count.
Yeah, I've got 2-1.
2-1 pitch. This is cut on and popped up into shallow center field. Dylan Wolf gets underneath it and will make the catch. Keegan Solomon will come to the plate. Solomon has popped up to second, reached on an error, has drawn a walk and flown out to center. He will lay off for ball 1, a pitch way outside.
Ooh, I'm surprised they didn't appeal that one. Okay, great. We'll take it.
1-0, a breaking ball. It falls in for a strike.
Boy, Keegan would like to see that one back. A high breaking ball that didn't break much.
1-1, misses high for ball 2. 2-1 pitch. That's high for ball 3. Oscar Salazar on deck. A 3-1, that's high for ball 4. And the Tigers have issued walk number 14.
Whew. There's not much more to say other than that's kind of that is the story of the game, is free passes.
Perry will go to the stretch. Solomon at first, Salazar at the plate. This is chopped on and hit down the third base side. The throw will be wide of the bag, and Salazar will advance down to second. A throw goes wild, and
the throw went over the third baseman and hit the dugout, and caromed right back to the third baseman. Or actually, it's the shortstop, Ruedis. And so Keegan Solomon stays put at third base now, and Oscar Salazar is safe at second. Kind of a swinging bunt there by Oscar Salazar. If I were the scorekeeper, I would have given him a base hit on that. Whoa. Ball's very high, fastball very high for ball 1.
Well, I will do that. They did not give him a base hit. They ruled it an error.
I think that's it's a very tough play at first base right there.
I think that's a hit.
I think that's a hit.
I don't pitch outside for ball 2.
Dripping Springs coaches were pretty upset with that call, but that ball was clearly outside. Dripping Springs has
ball 3.
Dripping Springs has their infield in to cut down the run. And honestly, they have to cut down the run at home in order to keep the ball game going.
Ball 4.
Ooh.
And that is the 15th walk issued by the Dripping Springs Tigers.
I mean, as I keep telling you, it's painful to watch, but because I've seen it.
All right, well, we've been on the other end of it.
We've been on the other end of it many, many times, and through Summer League and everything, you just,
over the years, for
gosh.
sure.
It's just one of those nights.
Perry deals. This is swung on and missed for a strike. Diaz has flown out to right. He has been caught looking. He's popped up to third. Or he's walked, and he's been hit by pitch. He takes for a ball, and that will even things up.
Colby Diaz, the rising senior now. He's a junior. He just finished his junior year and is a commit to Texas State.
Nope. Hit deep to left.
Not enough.
It's a high fly ball, and Solomon will head to the house and score.
It's a big run right there, actually, because that gets us to the 10-run. The 10-run deal.
Sack fly to left on an RBI.
10-run margin now. That forces Dripping Springs to score at least one in the next inning. Otherwise, the game is over.
Or in the bottom half of this one.
The bottom half of the 6th.
Sparshoe takes for ball, a high fastball.
I thought
Sparshoe has struck out. He has sacrificed to left. He's flown out to center and singled.
I thought when Colby hit that ball, I thought maybe that was something he got all of it, but they quickly understood that it did not. He did not have all. He didn't hit everything of it. still a sack fly is very productive.
2 on with 2 outs for Big Shotty. This is hit back up the middle. Perry has it. The throw over to first will be in time, and that will do it for the Raiders' 6th. Raiders get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 2 after 5.5. It's 11-1 Rouse. On to the bottom we go. Mason Bowers makes his way to the mound, and due up are the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Dylan Wolf, Tyler Poles, and Cameron O'Bannon. I will tell you that Wolf is 0 for 2 with strikeouts. Poles is 1 for 2, and O'Bannon is 0 for 3. Bowers looking to close the door on the Tigers right here.
That's what we need.
This would be a big shot in the arm for this senior too.
He deserves every bit of it. If he can, hopefully he can close the door and just 1, 2, 3 inning. That would be great. They seem to be having some fun out there on the mound. Colby, Diaz, Drew Forcell, and Mason Powers seem to be having a little bit of fun. Fastball in the dirt or turf, sorry. I did it now.
You're right.
For ball 1 outside.
Glad to see that I'm not the only one making the mistake. 1-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball low for ball 3. Not where you want to be with a guy that has struck out twice.
Gotta come and just put the ball up on the tee. It's fine. Let him hit it.
Ball 4.
Lost him. When you come in relief, you really want to pitch strikes and definitely don't want to walk anybody. So
Definitely not. Do have activity going in the Raider bullpen. Ball 1 to Tyler Poles. Bowers from the stretch. 1-0. That's low for ball 2.
Needs to.
And he has not thrown a strike yet in this inning.
He needs to just loosen up.
Not what you want to be doing with the bottom of the order.
Understand you have a 10-run lead. It's fine. Just loosen up.
Not if you're wanting to close out here in this inning. Pitch in for a strike, a fastball. It was take all the way.
Yeah, he was taking all the way. You could see by the body language of the batter.
Bowers comes set. Well, 2-1. It's low for ball 3.
I imagine he's going to be on kind of a short leash here. If he is He goes ahead and walks this guy, which he just did.
Back-to-back walks from Mason Bowers, and that will bring up the top of the order in Cameron O'Bannon.
Well, Coach Harris is going out to talk to his senior. He's looking down at the bullpen. I haven't seen a call.
He's made a call to the pen.
He just made it. Darn it. I say darn it because I'm rooting for Mason Bowers. He's upset. Looks like that's James Hunt coming in. You gotta come in and throw strikes. And if you're not going to come in and throw strikes in this situation, you're going to be pulled. It's as simple as that.
It is. James Hunt will come on in relief of Mason Bowers. Bowers goes 1/3 of an inning and then issues 2 straight walks to the bottom of the order.
I know for a fact James Hunt has a bunch of family watching and listening to us right now. So glad that we get to announce that he is pitching, and we wish him well.
He will be facing that. Curveball had some nice movement on it. He will be facing the top of the order. 2 on with nobody out. Raiders can run rule this game if they can get out of this inning without giving up a run.
Oh.
It is past my bedtime.
It is past my bedtime.
Clay Kelch, Raider Nation, baby, supporting all the way from Oklahoma. I love all of y'all. Well, we love you too, buddy. And miss that you're not here with us tonight.
Clay Kelch, get back here as soon as you can. Oh, nice pitch.
First pitch in from Hunt, in for a strike.
Looked like a nice little curveball there. Wow.
Hunt toes in on the rubber. First pitch offering, or second pitch offering, down and away for ball 1, and that will even things up.
Raiders are just playing for an out anywhere. One out, anywhere we can get it. Really, the runners don't really matter on this.
The 1-1, it's
just
misses low for a strike and for a
like
ball, and the fans not happy with that call.
He missed over the plate knee high, which should have been a strike.
2-1 the count. O'Bannon steps out of the box and will reset and come back in. This is cut on and hit out to shallow center. Sparshoe will get it back in, and that will load the bases.
Yeah, Sparshoe chased that down all the way out to center field with, he was back turned to the plate, chased it down, and then made a strong throw to Drew Forcell, who was acting as the cutoff man there.
Luke D'Alessandro will come to the plate. He is 2 for 3. Actually, 1 for 3 with a single, a walk, and a strikeout, or 1 for 2. How about that? Get it right.
Nope.
He takes outside for ball 1.
Gotta throw strikes. Gotta throw strikes.
Hunt comes set. 1-0. That's cut on and hit back up the middle.
1.
Throw home will be 1.
That's all they need.
That's all they need.
Just, again, just playing for an out. 1 out.
They get the force at home. That will go 1-2 on the putout of Wolf.
Looks like we may have a pinch hitter.
Number 4. Blake Bryant.
Initiating for the Tigers, number 4, Blake Bryant.
Blake Bryant will be hitting for Reese Dunn. Hunt deals a breaking ball, misses for a ball. Oh,
I'm not sure.
I think he said it was no pitch.
No pitch. No pitch. Time was called and no pitch.
Okay, because the ball did go out onto the field and the bullpen catcher had to go out and get it. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, so the count is 0-1. Not.
And how long it's been doing that?
What's that?
There we go. I think we're back.
The connection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were buffering. Pitch down and away. For ball 2. Two and 1 the count.
Nope. That's low.
Low for ball 3.
Still, we have action in the Raider bullpen. Looks like Logan Smith is up. Another lefty.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 2.
Raiders will trade an out.
And the count
a run
will
for
work
an out.
full.
Raiders will trade an out for a run. That's okay. They say it's all right. Just
the payoff pitch from James Hunt. That's cut on and hit back
a
up
double
the
play.
middle. There's one, a throw to
wow,
time, and that will keep the run from scoring. That did not score the ball game.
That's game. They
that is
ended the game.
The Rouse Raiders have
Holy
taken
moly.
game 1.
Unbelievable. A great play to end the game.
I'm saying, bang, bang, bang. The Sparshoe brothers do it again.
They know what they're doing, man. And, you know, since Joe Sparshoe has taken over second base, that has really solidified our defense. Good outing.
Great job, Rouse Raiders, to close out this first one on a run rule over the Dripping Springs Tigers.
Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, same place.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep. We will hopefully be able to close it out and punch the ticket to the Dell Diamond. But we'll see. Not sure who's going to pitch, not sure the matchup. We'll just have to see when we get here.
Daniel Norris gets his 11th win on the season.
Amazing.
And remains undefeated, 11-0 on the season. Rouse wins game 1 of this best of 3 series. And it'll be interesting to see how Coach Crimpine makes his choice for tomorrow night to determine who he's going to pitch. And
we will see.
We will see.
Yep. Good stuff. I think the story of the night was the walks and the inability.
It is.
Honestly, I mean, I hate to hate to put it on anybody, but I mean, it was the inability of Dripping Springs to put the ball over the plate and get called strikes.
Well,
and
when you give up 15 walks,
and
as
just
you've
not gonna win a
mentioned
game.
throughout the season, there's no defense for walks.
Yep.
No defense for walks, and that was the Achilles heel for the Dripping Springs Tigers tonight.
Yeah.
As the Raiders only had 4 hits on the night, and they had 11 runs on the game.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen
So
when
we're
you
gonna-
give up 15 walks or whatever, how many ever walks it was.
We're going to
So-
keep it short because
Yep.
Concordia is shutting things down quickly here.
Quickly.
And so
Yep.
for Steve Kithill, I'm Michael Francis. Good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to Rouse Raider Best Ball on SHN Sports. Be with us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock game time. Good night, everybody.